Hi viewers, in today's video I'll be educating you on how to make a vanilla cake. This sweet, moist vanilla cake was made through this perfect recipe of 250 gram of flour, butter would be 125 gram of butter, your sugar would be 150 gram of sugar, you have 2 eggs. That's what we are going to use for this recipe. 2 eggs, baking powder will be 1 teaspoon of baking powder, your baking soda 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, vanilla flavor will be 1 teaspoon, your buttermilk. I'll also be teaching you how to make a buttermilk. Buttermilk consists of your milk, your powdered milk or your liquid milk, and your white vinegar. I used half cup of water as well to combine everything. You need your water, your milk, your white vinegar, mix them into a small cup or a small bowl, then I allow it to rest for 5 minutes. So I used 1/8 cup of milk, liquid milk, and 2 teaspoons of white vinegar with half cup of water. I mixed them together and then I set it aside for 5 minutes. So as you can see, I mixed my butter and my sugar till it was soft and till it was smooth. Yes. Then I added my egg. After adding my egg, I added my flavors. I used vanilla flavor, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor. Then in a separate bowl, I brought all my dry ingredients together and I combined them. To avoid over mixing, I combined my dry ingredients separately and my wet ingredients separately. Then I gradually poured them into my mixing bowl, which contains my butter, my cake batter. Then I combined everything together. When I was done combining them, I had to put it into my baking pan, my greased baking pan. I used a baking paper on this because baking paper is one of the best way of baking. You place your baking paper on your baking pan, then you grease it. Before then you grease your baking pan so the paper can stick to the baking pan. That's how we did it. So we now transferred the batter into the baking pan and then preheated the oven. Before we started, we preheated the oven at 170 degrees Celsius. Then after preheating the oven, when we were done with everything we were doing, we had to bake for 45 minutes. Another 45 minutes, my cake was perfectly baked. This is the picture of how my cake came out. My cake came out very, very moist, very, very good. I wish you guys could send your location on the comment section so I could just send it to you guys one by one, to each and every one of you. Please do well to like our videos, share, comment. Don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to ask questions.